Welcome to Songwriting 101. Title is a little bit tongue-in-cheek because it's really not, I'm not teaching songwriting. This is just a series that's going to be me sharing my songs and how I wrote them for the sake of starting the conversation about songwriting. You know, I've been trying to get together with friends, fellow songwriters locally, to talk about songwriting and to share songs with each other and kind of start a dialogue on what was your process? How do you approach songwriting? And it just never happens. So I thought it might be interesting, just because of how much I love songwriting, to do this in cyberspace. So this is a little bit of a preamble or a disclaimer to what I'm trying to do here. The first question might be, who am I to be teaching about songwriting? I'm not teaching about songwriting. If you want to learn how to write great songs that are going to be hits, songs with hooks, songs that are going to get radio play and tons of Spotify downloads, I haven't had any of that. So I'm not the guy to teach you that. I am a person who is passionate about songwriting. I love songwriting. This is more about having a conversation about songwriting, and I'll start the conversation and we can continue it in the comments, but we can talk about songwriting, and that's what I want to do. So I'm just going to start doing it here in cyberspace, in the world, on the World Wide Web. So you might be also asking, so are you going to show us the right way to write a song? And again, I'm approaching this with humility. Like, this is really the way I do it. But there is no right way to write a song. There's no one way to go about doing it. And there's no one thing that defines a song. And I think as we go over some of the songs that I've written, they are vastly different structurally and, length of the song or the intention behind the song. I probably have a similar workflow as to how I get to my songs. That's just the way I write songs, is just the way I do it. But no, this again is not like this is how you do it, or if you want to write songs, this is where you start. The other thing that I want to say is that it's hard for me to describe the process of every song. So I'll be trying to tell you, I'll be more or less analyzing the song itself and speaking to what I would have been, trying to do, successful or not. And a lot of that you can judge for yourself. But it's hard for me to say, oh, and then I thought this, and then I did this, and this was another thing, because a lot of the times while I'm writing songs, I'm in the zone, so I don't really remember exactly what I did to get where I got. So you'll have to bear with me on that, but we'll do our best to sort of speak to some of that. Sometimes I do remember, oh yeah, I thought this would be a good idea, and then I change my mind. But hopefully it will be inspiring in the sense that, oh, look this is the way he does it, but I can do it a different way, or I heard that so-and-so does it this way. And maybe this might even be one of those things where you're like, oh, I don't want to do it that way. Or, oh, that's odd. I would never approach it that way. Like, you might learn what not to do from me. The point is, we're talking about songwriting. Hopefully it's an interesting conversation. I love it. I want to share it. I want to talk about songwriting, and I want to hear from other people. And maybe it'll be validating for me, and maybe it will be validating for you, and maybe it will help somebody.